laugh and smile, 'cause it's been a while. It's been like a whole day since I stopped so you could hold me. This child awaits, strong in the face.
Yes, yes.
All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I tell you, it is an awesome day here on the C. Allen Morning Show. I tell you, we have Kelly, we have Trendy, Lindy in the studio. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, C. Allen. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, indeed. I tell you, even though the sun isn't shining here in the nation's capital, and it looks like, well, I know it was raining on the way in for me, and it is a holiday for a lot of people, you know, but I am still grateful to be here today. Good morning, Trendy.
Good morning, C. Allen. Good morning, everyone. We would like to, for those of you who this is your first time tuning in to the C. Allen Morning Show, we want to say welcome, and we want to let you know this show is one of its kind. We talk about beauty, fashion, entertainment, and lifestyle skills. And this morning we have a great topic for everyone. A lot of you need this today. We're talking about how to have healthy hair. We're talking about the Healthy Hair Challenge.
All right, good morning. Trendy, I think you screaming in my ear this morning.
I am not.
You know,
I am not.
Okay, I'm not used to being on this
side, and I'm not used to being right here either.
Right, it's okay.
How about if we do this?
No. Come on back over, Trendy, because Trendy like to halfway be in my lap. My Jesus. All right, listen to me, everyone. Listen, I need you to now take this opportunity to pick up the phone to call people that you know that may be suffering with hair loss. Maybe it is around the outer perimeter of their head. Maybe it is in the center of their scalp. Maybe it is in the nape area. I want to talk today about hair growth. One of the things that I've been blessed, Trendy, is I started to do the C. Allen's 90-Day Healthy Hair Care Challenge. And someone said, well, what is that, C. Allen? It's 7 steps to being able to have healthy hair. The first thing, everyone, is a consultation. You come in for a thorough consultation. During the consultation is when I do things like I look at the elasticity of your hair, which is the ability for your hair to stretch and return back to its original length. I look at the hair porosity. Everyone knows that the porosity of the hair is the ability to absorb moisture. You know, how is your hair? How's the porosity of your hair? I look at the texture. The texture is the thickness or the diameter of the hair strand. So the individual hair strand. So it gives me an opportunity first to do a deep consultation. And I tell you, we had a Miss Jackson to come in, Trendy, and I tell you, she just touched my soul. She came in, first of all, what I've been doing. You know, I like to see everyone on Tuesday because Tuesday is the day that I'm in the salon, and I stay there until 7 p.m. So for those of you who work on Tuesday but like to come in the evening. But because I'm so serious about the 90-Day Healthy Hair Care Challenge, what I've done is I have now started taking clients all throughout the week. So Miss Jackson came in on Friday at 11 o'clock, and I was there for her, and her quote that Miss Jackson said that I love to death, and Miss Jackson said, you live every day like it's Christmas and every night like it's New Year's Eve.
Wow. That's
66-year-old lady who came in and she touched my soul. She joined the Healthy Hair Care Challenge, and I love the fact that she says, you know, tomorrow isn't promised, so you have to live every day like it's Christmas and every night like it is New Year's Eve. I will never forget that, Miss Jackson. She listens to me. And one thing she said that I enjoyed was she also said that in the beginning she didn't like talk radio because she said it was just a lot of people just giving their opinions and all of that. She said that's the case, she'd rather look at CNN. And then she came across the C. Allen Morning Show,
all
baby.
right now.
And she's been listening ever since. So we're just really excited. So, and we thank one of our favorite listeners, Dave. Dave is the one who referred her and brought her to the shop. Now, I got a problem with Dave because Dave dropped her off, but Dave didn't even come in to greet C. Allen.
Oh, but did he know you were there?
Of course Dave did, because she had an appointment with me.
That's my friend Dave. I was trying to take up for him.
Yeah, well, when Dave called, Dave is going to get hung up on when Dave called, because Dave didn't even take 2 minutes out to come in and say hello, C. Allen. So
maybe he had to rush to a client.
Maybe so. Well,
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna still hang up on. So listen, everyone. But let me say this before we go to Willow. This is what I think is important for the client, because today I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I want to go further about the 90-day healthy hair care challenge, so you can really understand and grasp what I'm trying to do. This is something new. I just started it last week. So far, we have about 12 people who joined our challenge. You know, the goal is I don't have a particular number. It's all about as many people that Sea Island can touch to help them to have their hair to grow, men and women. This is not a ploy. This is not a gimmick. It's something that you can do at your own pace. You know, we have different brands that we're using. We're using the ORS Temple Balm. We're using the Hydra Steam by Soft Sheen Carson, and we're using the basic products. So we have representatives from all of them that's going to be calling in within the next 2 hours to kind of break down the products so you can have a clear understanding on exactly what I'll be doing. So it is very important for you to make sure that you stay tuned. Those of you, especially my new listeners who are home today, for the Sea Island's 90-day healthy hair care challenge. We're going to dig deep into that because so many of you, and one of the things that I think is important, I think it's important for you to understand that I am not going to bust you out on the radio. Alonzo, every client who sat in the chair came from the radio station. The first thing they said was, before I take my cap off, Sea Island, don't be talking about me on the air. Listen, everyone, I only do that to Trendy. Trendy is the only one that I'm going to tell her business. And I'm going to talk about her real bad because Trendy, I'm trying to gird her up. You know, Trendy's real sensitive. I'm trying to tone her up. I'm trying to get her to be more responsible. So every chance I get, I light into that Trendy. And let me just say this also to the listeners. So do not think that I'm going to tell your business, talk about the condition of your hair and all those kind of things, because I am not. Trendy is the only one who gets that. Trendy and Willow, those are my two women that I give them the balloons, and I enjoy doing it. So ladies, don't stay home because you think I'm going to talk about you real bad, because that is not true. That's only for Trendy and that's only for Willow. We value our clients because when you do consultation, it is a personal thing. It is just like you going to your doctor, and is your doctor going to get on the air and talk about you? No, and neither is Dr. Seattle.
Well, do you value Trendy and Willow?
I value Trendy and Willow, but Trendy and Willow need to be shaped up together. Let's get Willow on the line.
Good morning, Willow.
Morning. Good morning, Trendy and Sea Island. Okay, so that explains that I don't feel so bad anymore.
Now, listen, audience, did you hear what she said? She said, good morning, Trendy and Sea Island. That's exactly what she said.
I didn't mean it like that, but I have some good information to share this morning, y'all. I had an experience the other day. Yes, me, Willow in the city with the 20 years, I'm just kidding. But I'm saying that because just to make note of, no matter how long you've been doing something, how old you are, who you are, what your title is, you can absolutely learn something new every single day. I had an experience the other day where I shampooed the client's hair thoroughly. And we went on and, progressed to the blow drying session. And in that blow drying, I could still smell that hair.
Okay.
We all could. So I got called out about it. And I decided that I would go take a look and see what it is, because I honestly had never really had that situation before. So anyway, there's something called smelly hair syndrome. It's nothing to be ashamed of or anything like that, because it doesn't really have anything to do with your age or anything like that, or your hygiene necessarily. Okay, but sometimes we can get that based on just some of the things. I mean, there are some hair types that are more susceptible to it, like oily, sometimes some of your health condition. It's different things that can contribute to it. But what I found in my research, among many things, is that tea tree oil is a very good oil to use that can help to counteract that. It has antimicrobial properties that comes that cures the stinky hair caused by scalp infections. Excuse me, and it can also reduces scalp acne and dandruff. So that brings me to, which is right in keeping with the 90-day challenge that we're doing. I promise you this wasn't planned, you all, but it does go along with it. And that basic carbon tea tree shampoo and conditioner is awesome for that. It has the tea tree right in there, and you can actually use that. I'm going to show you this quick tip, and then I'm off before I get hung up on. But you can actually use that shampoo when you have extreme situations. Place it on the scalp dry, as well as in the hair. Put a cap on, go under the dryer for about 25 minutes, and then continue on with your shampooing with the carbon tea tree shampoo and finishing it off with the conditioner. Okay, so that's something that I learned. I'm passing it on. I've used the shampoo on myself and my clients. I absolutely loved it. I have no complaints about it. And guess what? It's part of your kit.
Exactly. It's in the 90-day challenge kit. Now, Willow, one of the things that I think that is important that our listeners need to know, and it's really good that you did that this morning, because what a lot of clients may not realize is that even yours truly, I've been doing this now for 22 years, and there are times when I still have to go back to the book. Mm-hmm. There are times when I still have to research. There are times where clients come in and I say, I've never seen this before, so let me go and let me look it up. It is our job as professionals, as licensed professionals, to make sure that the healthiness of the hair, skin is our priority, is our primary concern. So I thank you for doing that. And you know what? And that's what it's all about. It's all about us ever learning, ever growing. And the only thing that tells me is that that makes you an awesome Sea Island professional. So we thank you, Willow, for that.
Thank you.
And it's just a good lesson for all of us. So that's awesome. So you have a good day, Willow, and we'll see you on tomorrow.
Thank you. Y'all have an awesome day. See y'all next week.
Willow?
Yes.
Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
see you tomorrow.
No,
go to the listeners.
No, go ahead and do your Willow
Listen
Vision
live,
and
yes.
all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
See what I'm
so
saying?
don't
See there?
forget-
See there? Now I'm about to hang up
I
on
had to
you.
get permission. I had to get permission.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so don't forget to tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. at www.wlbsradio.com to the Willow Vision Radio Show, where you too can also find out health and beauty tips as well as business or balance.
Very good. All right, Willow, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Willow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. Now, what's going to happen today is I want to talk a little bit more about the 90-day Healthy Hair Care Challenge. And I think it's important. So first, like I said before, you come in for a consultation. The consultation is free of charge. Mm-hmm. It does not cost any money for you to come in and let yours truly analyze your scalp and your hair. It is important because most of the times, you know, when you talk about trichology, which is the scientific study of hair, a lot of us, because this is not our industry, we just have a regimen that we do, and we're not really paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. A lot of clients have said to me that they have listened to radio shows and TV shows, and they went out and just purchased items like the wind products and all of that. And they went out and they just purchased items because they are looking for solutions, but they really don't know who to depend on. And so many clients have so many array of beauty products, Kelly. They just have so many beauty products, and they really don't know what works and what doesn't. One of the things about the consultation is that I allow you to bring those products in so I can tell you what's good, what's not good. Do you know there's certain shampoos for certain things? Some shampoos strip the hair. There's some shampoos that are really high in acidity and alkaline. It's all of those things that you need to know. So don't just get the 99-cent shampoo because you think it's going to clean your hair. It may leave a coat on your hair shell. So it's important for you to do the consultation. When we come back, everybody, we're going to talk a little bit more about the 90-day Healthy Hair Care Challenge. But our receptionist, Caesar, is waiting for your phone calls to book an appointment at 240-528-1020. 240-528-1020. When we come back, we're going to dig a little bit more in what causes hair to grow. This is Sea Island, Trendy Linda Kelly in the studios at 1450 AM WOL. We'll be back in a moment.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
trouble.
Good morning. This
sing.
WOL traffic update is brought to you by Volkswagen Service Express. Inner loop of the Beltway, southbound after the BW Parkway before 450. Construction in the right lane, a little slow through there. Southbound, outbound Branch Avenue. At Old Branch Avenue, right before you get to the Beltway, it was the right lane closed. Also for the roadwork, they're working on Naylor Road at Branch Avenue, southbound in the right lane. Volkswagen Service Express is fast, in and out regular maintenance with no appointment needed. Dedicated service lanes and expert techs. Visit VolkswagenServiceExpress.com to find a participating VW dealer near you. Now your WOL weather forecast brought to you by Medifast Weight Control Centers. For today, a few showers this morning, overcast this afternoon, a high near 72, cloudy overnight down to 65 tomorrow, becoming partly cloudy by afternoon and warmer, a high near 79. It's not a miracle, it's Medifast. See how quickly and easily you'll lose the weight. Visit Medifast.com or call 844-405-FAST to receive a free body composition or for Newstalk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
Not a big deal. Let it wash all the bugs off my windshield.
All right, everyone. We're back here live. 1450 AM WOL News Talk, where information is power. This is yours truly, C. Allen, the owner of the Bennett Career Institute, Washington, D.C., one of the largest beauty school and barber school in the DMV. We're probably on the whole East Coast. We have over 30,000 square foot facility in the Northeast Corridor across from Catholic University. I am a certified licensed cosmetology instructor as well as the owner of the Bennett Career Institute. Today, everyone, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about hair growth, our 90-day challenge, healthy hair care challenge. Where did this come about? This came about when I started working with a product entitled Basics. And what's going to happen is at 10:30, one of our educators is going to call in and kind of go over the products with you. But Basic product was a product. Everybody remember Henri, who used to work here on the C. Allen Morning Show. Henri left us and went to work for Basic. And he kept on kind of bugging me, but you know, everybody come to me with all kind of products, so I don't really pay too much attention. So then Henri came in one day and he left this carbon tea tree shampoo conditioner on my desk and said, "C. Allen, I want you to use this." Mm-hmm. Okay, because it was free. Mm-hmm. Praise God. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. Yeah. Glory. So anyway, so I went, Trendy said, So I went home. I used the carbon tea tree shampoo, and this is also in your take-home kit. So what I did, everyone, once I used it and saw how awesome the product was, I started using the other products, and I've created a take-home kit for you. Why is there a take-home kit? Trendy, answer me why.
Why is there a take-home kit, Ciala?
The reason why is because a lot of our clients do not have the pocketbook funds to continue to come into the Signature Salon every 2 weeks for their treatment. Okay. So what we did was I provided a take-home kit. So the 2 weeks that you can't come into the salon, use your take-home kit. But this is how the 90-day challenge work, everyone. The 90-day challenge work where I'm asking you for 90 days either to let us do your hair or you do it yourself using the take-home products for 90 days so we can measure your hair growth. In your kit comes a t-shirt. The t-shirt also will allow us to measure the length on how much your hair has grown in the 90 days. This means you can't run to the Dominicans. You can't run to your to the girl's house that you go and get your hair done. You can't tell your niece, come on. What happens is that you're going to trust me. There's an accountability contract in the 90-day where you say that you will follow the rules. What is the rules? The rules is make sure you watch what you eat, because sometimes what we eat also affects our hair. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you make your 2-week appointments with us. If you can't come in every 2 weeks, and guess what? We have a 40 Fridays at C. Allen Signature, so you can book every other Friday and get a basic service for $40 if you come in on a Friday. So you can't say you can't beat that. But then some of you may say, well, C. Allen, I can only afford to come in one time a month. If that's the case, you come in that one time. The other time, that when it's time for you to do your hair, you use the take-home kit. Now, in the take-home kit, we got so many great things. The first thing in the take-home kit, and Kia will go over that too at 10:30, but one of the things that we do is there are sizes of the shampoo, the carbon shampoo, tea tree shampoo. What is that? Everyone know that when someone tried to kill themselves or take a lot of pills or get poison in their system, when they go to the hospital, they give them a form of charcoal. And that charcoal, what that would do is that will pull out, that will extract any kind of infirmities, any kind of toxic things in your body. It will pull it out. It will extract it from your body. That is the same thing that the carbon tea tree and shampoo will do for the hair and the scalp. It will extract everything that's not supposed to be there. Any impurities that are there, it's going to remove that. And that is one of the treatments that we use. Another treatment, which is an in-salon treatment, is Optimum Soft Sheen Carson Hydrosteam. Hydrosteam is a treatment. It's a steam mask. What we do is we put you in a high-tech steamer for 20 minutes. You do not put a plastic cap on. We want that direct heat to go directly to your hair strand. Everyone know that in the hair strand, there's the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. We already understand that the cuticle is the outermost layer, the cortex is the middle layer, and the medulla is the innermost layer. Now, most of us must understand that everything that happens to our hair strand takes place in the cortical layer, which is the cortex layer. So if you want color, that goes into the cortical layer. If you want conditioning treatments, if you want to build porosity, all of that goes into the middle layer, to the cortical layer. So the purpose of the high-tech steamer, Trendy, is to allow that cuticle to move back. And no, I'm not reading my notes, baby. Get into it. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you said cortical and not cortex. So I was
because it's the same thing. Cortical is the technical term, ma'am.
Cortical.
Yes.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's okay.
My Lord.
It's
okay, go on.
So anyway, so basically what happens is that the steam treatment will allow the cuticle to open and deposit that moisture right into the cortex or the cortical layer. And then what happens is that it will also promote and produce healthy hair. So it is important that when we talk about the 90-day challenge, don't think the thing that I love about the Sea Island 90-day challenge, Trendy, is number one, I get to meet so many great people because we do the consultation. After the consultation, we complete a file. Just like in the doctor's office, we have manila folders where we complete a file, and that's where we put all your data information in there. Any medicine that you're on. We take a picture of your scalp so we can know and see for ourselves about the hair growth and all of that. And then what happens is that the accountability contract says that we're going to do our job and make sure that we maintain treatments for you for 90 days, and you're going to do your job, meaning that you're going to stop using all that over-the-counter junk that you get from the store, stuff that you don't know anything about, and you use the take-home kit. Now, one of the things that I noticed is I pulled the take-home kit. It's not just from Basics. I pulled stuff from Hydrosteam as well as Organic Root Stimulator, because I use my mother for an example. My mother used one of the products that is in the take-home kit because she always wanted her hair to be thicker and healthier. She has seen her hair to grow. Now, I am not doing my 22 years in the beauty industry, being an owner of the largest beauty school as well as a licensed instructor. I'm not going to put my reputation on the line for trying to come up with a gimmick. It's all about you getting on a regimen to make sure that you have healthy hair and for your hair to grow. Then Trendy, listen to this. I want to see if you can answer this. I tell clients all the time, Trendy, you do not have to have natural hair for your hair to be healthy. Talk to me, Trendy. Why do you think I say that? Why do you think I say? Because people feel like, or Kelly, either one of you, people think that when we say healthy hair, they're thinking of natural hair. But your hair does not have to be natural in order for it to be healthy. Somebody tell me why I said that. You got to speak in the microphone, sweetie. What's wrong with you? Somebody tell me that. Trendy, Kelly, anybody?
Well, I agree. Certainly you don't have to have natural hair in order for it to be healthy. If your stylist or you maintain your hair even though it's chemically treated with the right type of products, like if you remove moisture, then it's certainly essential for you to put the moisture back in. And if you have products that will contribute to those factors, and then it can still be healthy despite the fact that you have chemically treated hair.
Okay, very good. So
and even after, for those of us who wear wefts and the installations and the wigs, it's still important to make sure underneath of the weave or the wig that your hair is healthy, because at some point you're going to want to wear your own hair, and nobody wants their hair to look chewed up and flyaway ends. You want your hair healthy regardless of what style you choose to wear at that particular time. So we can obtain healthy hair regardless of how we wear our hair at that time.
Absolutely. One of the things, the reason why I've been telling clients that you can have healthy hair and it not be natural is because it's based on the stylist. I am a person who loves doing relaxers, and I have clients who I do relaxers on, and they still have beautiful, healthy hair because I know not to over process their hair. I know to only do the new growth. I know to make sure that they get their trims and deep conditioning treatments. One of the things that we got to remember, everyone, that when we get a chemical, we permanently rearranges the structure of hair from over curly to a straight form. A lot of people think that that's the part that is damaging, because now we have stripped that hair. We have permanently did something to it. We have rearranged the structure of hair. And a lot of people think that that's damaging. It is not necessarily damaging. It is all about who is the person that's doing it and how they are applying the chemical. If you are a person if you go to a hairdresser and if they apply the chemical, start out in the outer perimeter, first of all, you already wrong. Most of you want that straight look. And honey boo boo, you already know. You already know that's a natural. You want that straight look. So what you do is you have the people start to put the relaxer in the outer perimeter first, and everyone know that that's the most sensitive part of your head. The outer perimeter is supposed to be done last. Now, because you want to make sure that hair is bone straight and the client's not complaining about, the relaxer didn't take, you go ahead and put it in the front of the hair. But that is not what you're supposed to do. As a licensed professional, you have to always remember that your book is the Bible. You need to know what's going on. So when I say that, anyway, let's get back to basics. Now, we are so excited because the 90-day hair care challenge, you get a take-home kit. So let's say when you come to me, you do a consultation, we'll tell you what you need. Many of us, part of our problem is we just don't take care of our hair. Our regimen is to put it back in the rubber band. First of all, you are not supposed to be using a rubber band because that causes breakage. A lot of us, and go ahead and put Kia on the line because we're going to have to go to break in a second. Kia, good morning. I'm just going off for a minute. I'm going to get you in a second. Kia, you there?
I am.
Okay, good.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Just hold a second. And then a lot of times we have clients who come in who wears hats a lot of times. So they have breakage in the nape area because of the hat. So when you come to me, I'll tell you things like get a silk bonnet to put on before you put that hat on so it will help prevent all of the breakage. This is why you need to come in for a consultation. We got to go to break, everyone. 240-528-1020 if you want to book an appointment for a consultation for the 90-day challenge. 240-528-1020. Our receptionist is there waiting for your call. Now we're about to go to break. When we come back, Kia is one of my educators that's going to talk to you a little more about basic hair care. This is C. Allen in the Morning. We'll be back after these messages.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Good morning. I'm Doug Parrish. Here's the latest from News1.com. Brought to you in part by Heritage for the Blind. Be a star. Donate your car to Heritage for the Blind. A nurse in Texas has contracted the Ebola virus. Health officials say the virus was transmitted while Thomas Duncan was being cared for. Now, Duncan died last week. The Centers for Disease Control is expected to hold a press conference today to talk about the case, which marks the first transmission of Ebola inside the U.S. Meanwhile, one lawmaker thinks the United States should consider putting travel restrictions on people leaving West Africa.
It's important that we eliminate the source or threat at the source, and the source really is in Africa, where it's spreading like a wildfire. We have now over 8,000 cases of Ebola spreading throughout Africa and West Africa.
Well, that's Texas Congressman Michael McCall, who appeared on CBS's Face the Nation. A local woman is claiming a taxi driver sexually assaulted her inside his cab in Northwest D.C. Police are now looking for the man who was driving one of those red four-door cabs with the gray stripe. The victim says the incident occurred early on Sunday morning. Maryland's candidates for governor will meet for another debate later this morning. Democrat Anthony Brown and Republican Larry Hogan will face off for the debate inside the studios of News Channel 8. Now, the latest poll gives Anthony Brown about a 7-point lead in the race. The election now less than a month away. In sports, same old story for the Redskins, a horrible secondary and costly turnovers, and the Skins lose to Phoenix 30-20. This was Coach Jay Gruden.
Just unable to convert and make plays. And, I told our team after the game, this game is not that hard to figure out. It's a team that makes plays usually wins. A team that doesn't turn the ball over usually wins. A team that creates turnovers. We're not doing anything.
And this report brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I'm Doug Parrish. When you're looking for news for Black America, go to news1.com.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
It's a beautiful day. All right, everybody. I tell you, we're back here live, and we're so excited. You know, that Trendy, she is funny to me. Trendy, go ahead and ask your question. I don't understand how... Go ahead, Trendy. What was your question?
Well, I was curious to...
And let's get Kia back on the line. Go ahead, Trendy.
I was curious, when does the 90-day challenge start, and when will it end? Is it different for individuals according to when they start?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We registered about 12 people. And I think we sold about 7 or 8 kits last week. You know, my goal is, I don't really have a number, per se. I just want to be able to reach as many women as possible. The 90 days start when they first come in for their first initial appointment, not the consultation, but when they first initial appointment. Once we start to service them, then they start their 90 days. So everyone's going to be different. But this is the great thing I love about Sea Island's 90-day Healthy Hair Care Challenge. Okay. Once a month, we get together, and what we're thinking is that we haven't came up with the date yet. We think that it's going to be Sunday from like 5 to 8. The first Sunday in every month from like 5 to 8, we're going to meet over in the school auditorium. We're going to have guest speakers. We're going to have games. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have food for all of them, so we all can not only measure them, we want them to wear their T-shirts. We want to take group pictures. We want to talk about the Healthy Hair Care Challenge. How has it been going? What has everyone been doing? We want to talk about stuff like J.J. Smith's book, The 21-Day Detox. We want to talk about just my 21-day spiritual journey that I went on. We want to have guest speakers that come in. I said, because we have a lot of them that are in their 50s and 60s, I said we may do a little bingo, but it has to, but we'll do it with like healthy hair terms and all of that. So we're just going to come up with some fun things. But we have Kia, who is one of our great educators. Kia, what I wanted you to do was I wanted you to talk to our listeners this morning, especially about the product. I want them to know about what's in the take-home kit, and tell us a little bit about basic products.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here, Mr. Bennett. Thank you for having me. The wonderful thing about the basic hair care product is that what we're trying to do is to encourage people that are either already bearing natural tresses or considering transitioning into being natural, or if you're actually wearing a relaxer. Basic hair care is not one it's not specific for one texture, but it's specific for all textures, and that's the wonderful thing about it. And I appreciated what you said earlier about people with relaxed hair can also embark on the 90-day challenge. It's
Yes.
not just for natural. It's just that it's harder for our natural hair sometimes to see the length and to see the progress, because people assume, like you said, that natural hair is easier. It automatically indicates healthier hair. And it's not. It's actually, it takes a little more work and a little more time. And with basic hair care, what we're doing is we're letting people understand that there is a balance between moisture and protein that has to be provided into the hair at all times. And a lot of times people struggle with natural hair trying to keep that hair moisturized. And they can't by themselves. They have to have help. There has to be a regimen.
And you know
so
what,
when you
Kia?
come in,
You know what, Kia? And you know what, before you go on, you know what I noticed that is just so strange? I'm going to see if you know the answer to this, Kia. Do you know what the common thread, folks who come in with natural hair, do you know what is their biggest problem or their biggest mistake? Let me tell you the answer. They don't get a trim. They feel like because they don't have relaxed hair that they don't need a trim. First of all, and I'm not going to go there because this is Kia time, but first of all, it's so funny. It's so funny to me because people not understanding that trichopitalosis is real. What is trichopitalosis? That's split ends. Baby, you must get a trim. I see beautiful girls with beautiful healthy hair and beautiful natural hair until I start to pull on it and I see the ends are just wiry, frizzy, and they have trichopitalosis so bad. And I say to them, when was the last time you got a trim? They will say 6-7 months. Baby, that's the reason why your hair really isn't growing. This is the reason why you need a haircut now. It's beyond a trim. It's a haircut because you have trichopitalosis and you feel like because your hair is natural that you don't need to get the trim. But that's one of the biggest things that we tell people during a consultation. We will be able to really see hair growth just off of you getting your regular trims. Go ahead, Kia.
well, here's the thing, Mr. Vince. That is absolutely one of the biggest things that naturalistas tend to do. And the reason why, and I understand why they do it. They do it because they don't get to see the growth length. They don't see the lengthening of their hair. And it's coming from two directions. One, the hair is just excessively dry. Curly hair tends to be drier anyway, and it's harder to impart that moisture with products that are probably not working, that are lying to you about what's in it. It's not natural. Sometimes they're too busy trying to make their hair slick, so they're not really, it's artificial ingredients. And basic hair care is a natural product. It is 97% naturally derived. Everything in it can be emulsified into your skin, which means it's doing the same thing to your hair. But with natural hair, a lot of times what happens is because they don't see the length, the hair in splitting ends is chopping itself. So they really don't see the growth. Now, what basic hair care does is it goes in and stimulates the scalp to improve the rapid rate of growth, and also maintaining the health of the hair on the ends. And with those two combinations, you see the lengthening of that hair at a much more rapid rate because you're working at both ends. You're increasing the speed of the growth, and you're also maintaining the ends. It's not that the hair is not growing, but if it's cutting itself off as faster than it's growing, then you always feel like it's short. And so they don't get a haircut. They don't get treatments. They don't come in. They spend a lot of time trying to make the hair do something that it does not want to do. Blow drying, flat ironing. That just increases the amount of damage. And so here's where we come in. Basic hair care comes in, and you come into the Bennett Institute, Cosmetology Institute, or Ciala Salon, and you come in and you allow a professional to guide you, to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. But what we need your commitment is to stay true to the commitment. Stay true to the system. And when, I promise you, I've had major results, not because Basic told me I was, because I told Basic I did. When I saw my results, starting with myself, I was amazed at how much my hair had grown and how much pliability my hair had, that I was able to transition out of a relaxer because I love color. And I was able to see my clients' hair natural and relaxed grow at speeds of, we were all blown away. 3-4 months, people had 3 and 4 inches strong. They were getting less haircuts. they just had more hair. They had more of it because it was allowing the scalp to breathe. It was allowing the scalp with the carbon tea tree. It clears out the pores. It detoxes the hair and the scalp, the skin, and it allows the hair to grow as many hair strands out of each follicle, so that you have more hair. It's thicker, it's fuller, it's more pliable. It's not dry, it's not brittle. The ends are strong, and you have a stronger level of ends, and you don't get that dry, those frizzy ends falling all over. And so, Mr. Bennett, we're just having amazing results, and we're excited to see how many people actually take you up on this challenge, because I have not had one person to be dissatisfied yet, not one.
Well, I tell you that the people that we started with, we are so excited, Kia, because not only am I meeting such wonderful people, but I can't wait for the social when we all can get together and we can just talk about healthy hair. Part of the problem that I'm realizing is I've been seeing a lot of clients who just don't do anything to their hair. And of course, it's almost like a plant. If you do not nourish your plant, what's going to happen? If you continue to neglect that plant, if you continue to just not put the plant in the sun when it requires sun, or not put the plant in the shade when it requires shade, to give it the right amount of water, to give it the right amount of vitamins, what's going to happen is that plant is going to be lifeless. And we've seen that. And we've seen that a lot with the hair. And then, Kia, let's go into the take-home kit. Let's go into the different shampoos and everything that's in it, so they can know what they're actually getting. And keep in mind now, 240-528-1020 for those of you who want to come in for the free consultation with C. Allen at the C. Allen Signature Salon. Go ahead, Kia. Talk to us about the kit.
Okay, so the kit is going to contain, like we said, we want to give you a balance of moisture, protein, and a detox. So what we have is the conditioning shampoo, which is it's a wonderful moisturizing shampoo. It's going to really go in. And sometimes, you have that hair that never seems to get moisturized. I don't care what shampoo you use, what detangler, the hair always comes out feeling like straw. Well, we have a wonderful conditioning shampoo that's just, it's the best I've had in all of my 20 years of cosmetology. We also have a follow-up with the Celerity Conditioner, which is a moisturizing conditioner. The ingredients that it contains is just phenomenal. It will definitely moisturize even when you put it under the dryer, even if you just sit on for 5 or 10 minutes. It's going to give that hair the ultimate delivery of moisture. We also are going to have the Carbon Tea Tree Shampoo, which is going to, like I said, it's a detox. It's activated charcoal. It's black, and it actually goes in and draws out all the impurities and all of the toxins that are in your hair and in your scalp, which is very important. That actually can double as a body wash, Mr. Bennett. I use it every day because it's so natural with the lemongrass and the tea tree and the soap bark, and it's just so much that's in it that it could be used on your skin without any residue and it gives you that same detox and that cleansing feeling all over. We have our enhancing cream, which is a cream that we use to moisturize the hair. So I use it a lot on people that want to do twist outs or do Bantu knots, or just to have their natural curls. It gives a really deep moisturized set, and it doesn't look dry. It doesn't look crunchy. It has that, but it does give you those curl groupings. And in the meantime, it's delivering the ultimate level of moisture. All of my children and their mother love it.
So what's going to happen is, kid, we're going to go to break for a second. But listen, that's so funny you said that, because I have a client who came in for the Healthy Hair Care Challenge, and she just wanted to get a trim, but she had so much breakage that Willow had to do about 3 inches off, and she never had her hair 3 inches short. She never had her hair that short before. But let me tell you about the Healthy Hair Care Challenge. What I told her was, she called me last week, and asked me, she doesn't know how to style her hair now. What I told her was, come in on Tuesday. I'm going to style her hair for her. And I told her to bring in some magazines, and I told her I'm not going to charge her. Why? Because she's now a part of Sea Island's 90-day healthy hair care challenge. And because she has so much taken off, and she wanted to know, so I'm going to use that cream on her, and I'm going to do some twist on her and show her how she can do it at home using the 90-day kit. So I'm just really excited. So hold on the line, Kia. We got to go to break. When we come back, we're going to continue the 90-day healthy hair care challenge. We'll be right back after these messages.
Your love shines on my face.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
Good morning. WOL Traffic Update is brought to you by MedStar Washington Hospital Center. Inner loop of the Beltway after the BW Parkway before 450. It was the construction in the right lane slowing you down briefly. Also look for the construction on southbound Branch Avenue after St. Barnabas Road in the right lane. Westbound 202 after Bright Seat Road before Martin Luther King Jr. Highway 704. Construction there in the right lane. MedStar Washington Hospital Center saluting their nurse responder team who's there at a moment's notice when a patient needs rapid attention. Now your WOL weather forecast brought to you by Medifast Weight Control Centers. For today, cloudy with showers, a high near 72. Clouds overnight down to 65 tomorrow. Cloudy early, then becoming partly cloudy by afternoon and warmer, a high near 79. It's not a miracle, it's Medifast. See how quickly and easily you lose the weight. Visit us medifast.com or call 844-405-FAST to receive a free body composition analysis. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
I'm gonna sing a brand new song. Yeah, I'm about to get
All
my
right,
version
everyone.
on. Take me away.
It's such a beautiful day. All right, everyone, we're back here live here, 1450 AM WOL. Information is power. So, Kia, listen, because we're going to have to go soon. Well, one, I want you to finish telling the listeners what is in that take-home kit, because, you know, they get really excited when we give them, and and of course I'll pump it up. So I added some more stuff to the take home kit. So and now we ordered some.
I love you.
And we ordered some 90-day basic hair care challenge bags, because the stuff that we have, they're walking out with multiple things, and we just want to be really good to the listeners. A lot of them, like I said before, they are trusting us wholeheartedly, because of me being in the industry for 22 years, and they trust me to bring the absolute best to them. And I appreciate them so much for that. Every client that I had said, Sea Island, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it for Miss Collins?
Miss Coleman.
Miss Coleman was our very first one. Honey, that Miss Coleman, let me tell you something. That Miss Coleman is 87 years old. She's a feisty something, baby. I said, Lord have mercy. She had a 10 o'clock appointment, baby. That Metro Access bus pulled up about 9:30. That Miss Coleman got off that bus and she was marching, baby. She said, Kia, she was in there before we even had the kits and everything. She said, sign me up.
I know that's right, Miss Coleman. You know a good thing when you hear it, don't you?
And that Miss Coleman started off, and it has been a phenomenal ever since. So I'm just so excited about the 90-day healthy hair care challenge. We're about to start a Facebook group for the Sea Island's 90-day healthy hair care challenge, and
that'd be great.
And we just want to be able to, just motivate women on getting on a regimen so we can see their hair become healthier and their hair to grow. Go ahead and finish telling us about what else is in the kit.
So we talked about the enhancing cream. We also have a defining gel. That's also in the kit. Defining gel is the same. It's kind of the same as the enhancing cream, except it's more of a gel form, but it feels like pudding. It has marshmallow and blue agave in it. So it is a wonderful, it gives you more of a defined look to your curls if that's what you desire, one that looks more old. We also have put in those kits the carbon tea tree pomade, which is a spot-on treatment for people that may have some scalp issues, dryness, psoriasis, eczema, dandruff, any type of skin irritation that you have. The shampoo, conditioner, and the pomades are all working together to help heal, not just soothe, not just give you a temporary soothing, but to heal those skin irritations that are also contributing to the hair loss. So that's also in the kit. And of course, Mr. Bennett, we have the T-shirts. And the wonderful thing about the T-shirts is seeing is believing. Because I know people that swear they had a lot more hair than they did when they started sometimes, and you show them, and they're like, well, my hair might have been to my neck, but it's nothing like seeing it when it's flowing down your back. And you see the results, and you can see the measurements on the back. People are like, oh, my God, seeing is believing. So tracking that growth is going to be phenomenal. And seeing other people in the process is very encouraging. So that Facebook page, support page, groups that you're having, social gatherings and stuff, that is going to be wonderful because people need to support each other and they need to see what everybody else is doing and get excited.
And you know what else?
They can stay true to the process.
And not only that, but then I thought that it would be a good opportunity. You know what I'm noticing, that a lot of women in their 50s and 60s, besides the church, they don't really have a lot of social interaction. They don't really have a lot of girlfriends. They don't really have a lot of other things to do outside of always working, always busy, always on the go. So we thought that if we had food and we had music, and you know, we may do a little a cubic shuffle, and we may do a little.
Am I invited?
Of course you are, because we want you to do some teaching, and we may do a little wobble and all that kind of stuff, just to come together. Yeah, just to come together and just have a good time. So we're going to have Kenna be the DJ, and we're going to have food, and we just want to be able to really, but most importantly, talk to them about healthy hair. Now that the weather is changing, we need to share with them the important things in the basic kit that they need to use if they're not going to come into the salon. So all of those things are really, really, really important. Now, Kia, talk to me about the boost treatments when they come in 2 weeks. Talk to me about what does the boost treatment do?
Okay. So the boost treatment is a spray-on protein treatment. Now, its main ingredient is quinoa. Quinoa, if you're a healthy food guru like I was not, but it is I like rice and pasta, but quinoa is right there in that aisle. And it is a superfood. It's a grain. It's a whole grain, and what it does is it brings 8 of the 11 essential proteins that it provides to the hair, and it works very well with the structure of the hair. Quinoa is going to go in, and we're going to layer the hair with moisture, and then we're going to lock that moisture in with the quinoa, and it's also going to smooth that cuticle down. Now, that's going to do a couple of things, Mr. Bennett, and what is so important about that is because natural hair tends to be dry. Dry hair is going to be frizzy. Frizzy hair is dry hair looking for moisture all the time. So if you supply the hair with the moisture and lock it in, then you're going to have less frizzing on your blow dries. You're going to have less frizzing and shrinkage on your natural styles, and you're just simply going to have a much healthier head of hair. So what we want to do is bring you in and give you that protein treatment. Remember, we talked about the balance. So they're going to come in, and you're going to give them the shampoos and conditioner with the boost treatment. We're going to close that cuticle down. We're going to seal it in with heat. We don't have to use it with heat. It's just the results, the shine in the body for the blow dries that do receive the heat. It's a very magnificent result, and people tend to love to see that and see the length and the health and how their hair moves and has body in their hair.
And let me tell you,
they're going to do that at least once a month. They're going to do that at least once a month for the 90 days.
Exactly. And so what happens is with the boost treatment, we did Joyce, who came in this week, and Joyce, she wanted to go ahead and get, she signed up for the 90-day challenge, and we did the consultation. She wanted her hair done. So we did the boost treatment on Joyce, and it was just amazing. We gave her trim. We did the treatment. It was amazing to see.
Are you taking pictures, Mr. Bennett?
Well, I know this is what we had to do. No. This is what we had to do, kid. What we had to do was we had to do a photo release form because we were taking pictures, and then one of our healthy hair care people, Antoinette, had called back and mentioned, well, what are you going to do with the pictures? So I said, so that was the bell that rang. And that's why I love my listeners, because they know that this is new for me as well. I'm just really excited, and I've been speeding forward ahead, and then I had to take some backtrack. So I had to make sure I do a model release a form for them for the pictures, because some people, all the pictures is for their file, but some of us who would give us the okay, we can put it on our Facebook page and show people the results, because I'm telling you, to see Joy's hair when she came in and to see her before we pinned it up, what happened was it was raining last Tuesday, so what Agnes did was after Agnes finished, Joy said that she can't find a stylist that her hair is going to last for a long period of time because it's natural. And once Agnes did that boost treatment, when I tell you, not only did you see length, it was bone straight, it was beautiful. But what Agnes did was Agnes gave her a whole bunch of pin curls, so she, her hair can last while she went out there and catch the train and all that kind of stuff in the rain. So I can't wait to see.
I'm sure Agnes is going to have some great reviews for you, because anytime it rains, it's a great time for me to give a boost treatment. I'm reminded when the weather is out, and I tell people that is one of the biggest benefits is that it's an anti-frizz. And so my clients can go out in the rain and their hair will not revert back. They literally have to submerge their hair in water and start the shampooing process for the curl to start to come back. So really in the rain, it is no match for Basic Week. They have it covered. So she didn't have any problems, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She'll tell you that when she gets back.
So awesome. So for those of you who just tuning in and you didn't get the number, if you want to join the Healthy Hair Care Challenge, or if you would like just to come in for a free consultation and check it out, it's 240-528-1020. 240-528-1020. That's our receptionist number, because today's a holiday, so we're not open, so we didn't give you the salon or the 526 number, but our receptionist is there waiting. 240-528-1020. So Kia, we got to go to break, but what I want to do is, before you go, I want to do two things. One, I want to talk again. I want you to repeat that again about the boost treatment, because I have a lot of seniors who listening. They probably saying you talking too fast. They're gonna read me later. So I want you to talk about the boost treatment again, and then there's something above the boost treatment, right?
Correct.
I want you to talk about the boost treatment when we come back, and then I want you to talk about what is above. Yes, the one-step treatment. And those are going to be the final things we're going to talk about today. So those of you who want healthy hair, and my tagline is, do you want your hair to grow? If you want your hair to grow, if you want the breakage to stop, if you want your hair to grow, you need to call me now at 240-528-1020. Let us help you grow your hair back. This is not a gimmick. I own a beauty school. I'm a licensed instructor. If nothing happens, you know where to come. 700 Monroe Street, and ask for C. Allen Bennett. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, everyone, we're going to talk again about the boost treatment and then the one step. This is C. Allen in the morning. We're so excited. It's the 90-day Healthy Hair Care Grow Out Challenge. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm about to get my worship on. I'm gonna sing a brand new song. Yeah, I'm about to get my
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Now, a credit repair tip from creditrepair.com.
Credit tip number 1. Late payments are among the top causes of a lower credit score. But did you know that even after you pay them off, late payments remain on your credit report as a negative item that continues to hurt your score? Your credit score improves when those late payments are actually removed from your report, but it can be extremely difficult. That's why you need the credit experts at creditrepair.com. They work with both your creditors and the credit bureaus to remove questionable negative items from your report and improve your credit score.
If you're suffering from a low credit score, call creditrepair.com at 800-216-2994. And in just a few minutes, you'll know exactly what's hurting your credit score and how to improve it. For over 15 years, we've been helping thousands. So call creditrepair.com at 800-216-2994. 800-216-2994. 800-216-2994.
Don't just complain about your cable bill going up. Do something about it. Call 800-912-1816. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99. Best of all, there's no equipment to buy. You get free HDTV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Call 800-912-1816. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut cost and get more. 800-912-1816. That's 800-912-1816.
The odds of having a boy who grows up loving baseball,
1 in 6.
which earns him a college scholarship,
1 in 2,500.
that gets him a contract in the minors,
1 in 3,700.
which leads to starting shortstop in the majors.
1 in 290,000.
The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism,
1 in 150. You know the odds. Now learn the signs. Go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions of the following show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
Yes. All right, everyone, we're live here. I tell you, I'm not going to start no stuff because we're trying to stay professional. But you know, that trendy Lindy. This is what I don't understand, Alonzo. She wants C. Allen to do her hair this week, and I told Trendy, I hope you have some MONEY, and she going to tell me I'll give you a sandwich.
I know what you like. I know what you want.
I don't understand that, though. Did you see how big her head is lately? And she going to tell me that she want... Anyway, listen.
But I'm great advertising. One thing that I will do is I will promote you from the hilt.
Well, let me just say this, listeners. Trendy Lindy is not at the salon with me. Please stop asking. When they see anyone that resembles someone, they will say, is that Trendy Lindy? That Miss Coleman? Is that Trendy Lindy? That Trendy Lindy refuses to come into the salon and work with me like she's supposed to.
No, I will be in tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's you taking off tomorrow.
Yes, and I'm coming to get my hair wand.
Okay, as long as you bring some wand, MONEY, at least Trendy, you can say after I wand your hair, see Alan, let's go to Ben's Chili Bowl since my 21-day challenge is up. I mean, my 21-day fast is up. Or you can at least say, let's go to Happy Hour and get you a burger or something, Trendy. So you think I'm going to stand over and do all of that thousands and thousands of pounds of hair on your head that you're going to say you're going to give me a sandwich, Trendy? And that sandwich is probably Subway, the $5 meal.
She gonna make the sandwich?
I was gonna make it.
Okay, listen. Okay, let's go back to Kia, because then we have a Kiera that's going to be calling in from Hydrostein soon, and I think Dr. Mitchell may be calling in from Organic Roots. So Kia, come on and let's talk about the boost treatment again, and let's talk about the one step so you can go. Talk to us, Kia.
Okay, so the boost treatment is a temporary protein spray that in the challenge we're asking you to do once a month. Its main ingredient is quinoa. Quinoa is going to provide the protein and strength that the hair needs while locking in moisture. It's also going to provide an anti-frizz to the hair because it's closing the cuticles down. The hair is not dry and it's not looking for moisture, so it's not going to get frizzy. And it's not going to be puffy and revert back out of your blow dry. Now, that's going to last you a few shampoos. That's why we're asking you to do it at least once a month. So if you're coming every 2 weeks, like in the accountability contract at least, then every other visit you will receive the boost treatment.
Now, listeners, the boost treatment is not in your take-home kit because that is a salon professional. That is an in-salon professional treatment. So when you come in every 2 weeks, when you come in for your 40 Fridays or whatever you're doing, that's when we give you the boost treatment. Go ahead.
Correct. Now, for those that want the effects of the protein of the boost treatment to last longer, we have one called the one-step treatment. The one-step treatment is a smoothing treatment that we do that smooths the hair. It provides a protein to the hair. It goes in and deposits protein right up on your cortex. We smooth it down with heat, and it lasts 3 months or 20 shampoos. Now, people that are natural can have it. People that are transitioning that have at least 4 inches of new growth can get it. People that have relaxer cannot. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to have the transition between straight and curly. It's going to control your curl. Sometimes people get a lot of shrinkage with their natural hair, and they want to see the curls, but they want to see them more elongated and more grouped together, looking more refined. And that's what the one step is going to do. And when they want to blow dry the hair and wear it blow dried and flat iron, they're going to be able to do that a lot easier with less heat, with lower temperatures of a flat iron, and it's going to last longer. But again, that treatment is done professionally in the salon, and it's going to last 3 months or 20 shampoos. Now, that is a treatment that I do a lot of, because a lot of times people would get keratin treatments, and those treatments tend to sometimes they can interrupt the curl. So for those that want to maintain their natural tresses, and they like their curl pattern, but maybe they want it to be less frizzy or less shrinkage or have less shrinkage, then they would go with the one step. Or if you know you like to wear your hair blow dry, then you can do the one step as well to have a beautiful blow dry that lasts longer. And so between the two, one only lasts maybe a few shampoos, 2-3 shampoos, and the one step is going to last 3 months. Both of them are salon-only treatments. And one or the other is required in your 90-day challenge. It just depends on what you want to do.
Exactly. All right, everyone. Kia, I tell you, you have been outstanding today here on the Sea Island Morning Show. We appreciate you. We do know, Kia, that I was telling Keith that you are going to have to come in for another in-salon training. Now we have the entire team on board because they see the results. They see the ladies coming in. They see how happy everyone is. They hear me doing consultations all throughout the week. Even Acia, one of our lead stylists, she has been selling kits, but we want to make sure that it's not just about selling kits. It's about explaining and defining what is exactly going on with the basic hair care challenge and how important it is for them to know how to really use the products, how to use the products appropriately. So we definitely going to be calling you this week. I'm shooting for next Monday, so we'll see. Now it's Howard homecoming this weekend, so we plan on being super busy with Howard because we offer specials to them. So we're going to be introducing the Healthy Hair Care Challenge. We have a big poster out, all that we're going to be introducing that to all of our girls from Howard University. So Kia, I just want to say thank you. I think that Kaleidoscope Beauty has been a great asset to our organization. We look further. We started out with them at the Celebrity Beauty Symposium in January, and they have proven to have awesome products. And they have been a blessing to the Bennett Career Institute. So I thank you guys for letting me jump on their challenge, because everyone, let me tell you the truth. Basic Hair Care had came out with the 90-day challenge, and because I love the product so much that I created my own, and Basic allowed me to do the Sea Island's 90-day hair care challenge because I saw the results. I saw the images. I spoke with people who love and use the product. Ever since I've been posting on my Facebook page and my Twitter page and Instagram, people have been inboxing me, telling me that's my product. That's what I use. That's what has helped me. So I think it's important. I don't want you to look at it as a product. This is why I included other products in it, so you won't just get caught up in that, but also in the fact that you need treatments, that you need to get on a regimen. And what we tell people is once the 90 days are over, if you haven't connected with Sea Island, if you haven't connected with one of the Sea Island professionals, but you connected with the of dead skin. Some of you need it for that husk on your feet. I use it to get that husk off my feet. I got some. I'm a black man, yes.
Ooh,
I have
you
eczema.
gotta say husk like that.
Okay. Trendy Lynn, you got it too, boo. I seen you too. me and Trendy have something in common. We both have that.
Something in common.
We both have that white scaly skin.
No, we do not.
On the bottom of our feet.
We do not.
So it is important because Trendy loves to say it's important. So it's important for you to make sure. So what I'm going to do is the next 5 people, or the first 5 people that call Caesar now at 240-528-1020, I'm going to give you, when you come in for your free consultation, you're going to walk away with a bag, a beautiful gift bag of my Sea Island Devon's Nature soap. And then we have the lotion to back up, because what's going to happen is that soap is going to strip. And then it's going to leave it kind of feeling dry because we took that top layer off. I use organic, 100% organic basil leaves, kosher certified organic basil leaves, and then I have the blueberry seeds. So we're going to put that out there, Kelly, too, on social media. Kelly's doing all of our social media today. We're so excited to have Kelly Skin in the studio. So what's going to happen is that the next 5 people who call Caesar and say, I want to come in to do my free consultation for the 90-day Healthy Hand Care Challenge, even if you don't sign up, I'm going to give you, that's a $10 value, the soap and the lotion. We sold out at the convention center. And for Sisters Only, those women bought that soap and lotion up. You know, I make it all from scratch, natural products. The next 5 people, now let's say you don't want the consultation, but you want to purchase one. Call Caesar now, 240-528-1020. Again, that's 240-528-1020. This is for you to register, to book your free appointment, or if you wanted to just purchase the all-natural Sea Island soap and lotion. So when we come back, everyone, we're going to talk about steam treatments. We're going to talk about the weather's changing. What do we need to do? Why is it important that we go under the high-tech steamer with the Hydro Steam product? So we're going to be talking about Hydro Steam, and we're going to talk about that. Now, I don't know why I'm getting a California call while I'm on the air. Don't people know I'm live on the air?
I don't think that one cares.
Yeah, okay. I think I know what it is, too. But anyway, all right, everyone. It's the Sea Island Morning Show. We're really excited. I still can't get over how Trendy Lindy want me to do all of this hair for free.
Well, we're going to talk about that when we go to commercial break. But you know what, Sea Island? This has been such a phenomenal show so far. I'm sure some of our radio listening audience would like to call in and ask you a couple of questions that we haven't touched on. So let us give you the number to the studio where you can call Sea Island right now. And if you have a question, he may be able to answer that for you live on air. 1-800-450-7876. For instance, Sea Island, there are a few people who have called our office and they're thinning in the middle. You know, will this product help for them? There are a lot of seniors that's really, really interested in this 90-day hair challenge.
Trendy just love y'all to call in. 1-800-450-7876. I want to hear from you. We'll be back after these messages.
Off my windshield, 'cause you're showing me.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Good morning. This WOL traffic update is brought to you by Heritage for the Blind. On the inner loop of the Beltway, southbound 95 and 495 in Prince George's County, it's the construction after the BW Parkway before Route 450, Annapolis Road, the construction in the right lane right now, the inner loop after the BW Parkway. On southbound Route 5 Branch Avenue after St. Barnabas Road, before you get to the Beltway at Old Branch Avenue, it was construction there in the right lane. Also working on southbound Naylor Road at Branch Avenue in the right lane. B-Star, donate your car to Heritage for the Blind. Call 1-800-DONATE-CARS or 1-800-446-1234. Now your WOL weather forecast for today. Cloudy with off and on rain showers, high near 72. Clouds overnight down to about 65 for low tonight. And then for tomorrow, cloudy early, then becoming partly cloudy by afternoon and a high near 80 degrees. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
So put the drop top down. turn it up, I'm ready to fly. And ooh, there's something about the way.
Yes, indeed, everyone. All right, everyone, we're back here live. It's the C. Allen Morning Show. We have Glenda on the line. Glenda, good morning. Welcome to the C. Allen Morning Show.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to say, Steve Allen, it was a pleasure. This is Miss Jackson, Glenda Jackson.
Oh, yeah. This is everyone, this is who I said that I met this week, and I tell you, she was my highlight of the week. She's the one who gave me the quote that you live every day like it's Christmas and every night like it's New Year's Eve. What's your comment, Miss Jackson?
Well, first of all, I want to know, are you living this day as if it's Christmas?
Yes, I am, Miss Jackson. I am.
Okay, I'm so proud. And I want to say, secondly, I missed your program because Dave did not give me the time it was coming on, and I worked last night, and I was sleeping. And so when I woke up, I just happened to turn on, and it was about like 10:30 then.
That's okay.
But, my question is concerning the thinning hair issue. Steve Allen, when you were giving me the consultation on last Friday. Did you notice that I had some thinning near the bottom? Well, not at the outer perimeter, but just above in the back.
Yes.
Okay, and I was wondering what I could do to. I think I've already done it. I've signed up for the 90-day challenge, but I have an appointment with you this Friday. Should I be doing anything right now?
No, because what's going to happen is that I know that you mentioned that you like to shampoo your hair every day and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is that on this coming Friday, I'm going to start your treatments, because one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store myself, because you're part of the group now, you're part of Sea Island Nation. I'm going to make sure that you get a silk bonnet, because one of the things you missed me telling the audience this earlier, but I didn't say it was you. But one of the things, because you like to wear hats a lot, that we want you to start using the silk bonnet underneath the hat. So when you take off the hat, you take off the hat and the bonnet together, so no one would know that you had the bonnet on. This way we can kind of protect that nape area that look like it's breakage from wearing a lot of hats all the time. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to do that, and then what I'm going to do is that in your kit, we're going to make sure that you do the because you didn't get the take-home kit because you said you're going to come every 2 weeks. So one of the things I put in your notes is that we're going to use the temple balm in that back area, right above the area that was breaking, that looked like it was thinning. We're going to use the organic root stimulator temple balm on that. That's what we did for my mother. What we did for her was we didn't just use the temple area. We did the entire scalp, and she started seeing thickness and she started seeing hair growth. So you'll see her at the social, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But that's what we're going to do for you. So to answer your question, I took thorough notes, as you saw, and I made sure that I wrote down exactly what kind of treatments and everything that we're going to be doing for you. So we got you covered. And I just want to say for the record that I thank you for your honesty, but I also thank you for just our conversation. Do you know what I said, Glenda? And I'm working on a seminar for stylists about the client. And you know, I often talk about client consultation. I often teach that, but I'm doing a seminar on how to connect with the client, because one of the things that what I notice a lot in salons and sometimes in my own, that the client is so busy and focused on doing the hair that they're not communicating with the client in the chair. And if you notice what I did, I have a system. I started, but then I allowed you to talk, if you notice that, because this was your first time seeing me. So we had to build a connection before we began to even talk about your hair. So even though I went and got the gloves and everything, but we had to talk about you, where have you been, what you've been doing, how you've been living, all of that, because all of that also plays a part in making sure that your regimen is going to be right for you. So I like to talk to my clients clients. So don't think you're just going to come in and I'm going to go straight to it. No, baby. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what's your activities, what's your lifestyle, because all of that is important for me to know. How do we style your hair? Do we give you something that the next day is going to look like you haven't even been to a salon? How will we know that? It comes in conversation. And then also you touched me too.
Well, thank you. You touched me also. And as I've always said, you need to build a rapport with three people: your doctor, your lawyer, and your hairstylist.
Amen.
And I'm so thankful that we were able to do that on last Friday. And I look forward to seeing you this Friday.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And you tell Dave, because I talked about him bad too. You tell Dave that I said if he drop you off this Friday and don't peep his head in the door to say at least hello to C. Allen so I can at least see him to identify who's the person that calls and turns the show out every Monday, then it's going to be a problem. You got that, Glenda?
Right, I'll deliver that message.
All right. You have an awesome...
See you Friday.
Yes. Have an awesome day.
You as well.
All right. Yes, everyone. I tell you that I just get really excited when the listeners who actually come into the salon. See, some of you keep putting off tomorrow what you need to do today. It is not about finances, because it's an opportunity that if you know that you cannot afford to come into the salon twice a month, or if you can't even come into the salon once a month, at least come and get the free consultation. At least allow me to look at you, look at your scalp, tell you what's going on. There's certain things that need to happen. Most of the people who come into the door, they have a severe case of trichopitalosis, and it makes no sense. And I can't believe how some clients actually said that they cut their hair themselves. Excuse me. Wow. Oh, I trim my own hair, huh? One client said, I just take some scissors and I just, ma'am. But then you wonder why your hair is the way it is. Listen to me, everyone. It is important to understand that you have to know that there are 5 elements that make up human hair, skin tissues, and nails. Okay, I call it CAMS. COHNS. It's carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Those are the 5 elements that make up hair. We already talked about the hair. What is the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla? People tell me, well, what if my hair can't grow back, or my hair can't grow back, Cialan? Why is that? It all depends on, Trendy, it all depends on if you destroy the derma papilla. What we have to understand is that the derma papilla contains the blood and nerve supply that provides nutrients for your hair to grow. I tell people all the time, I show them I have a bald spot in the back of my head on the side, and I fell on a nail when I was 5. What happened? Why this hair hasn't grown back? Because I destroyed the derma papilla, which means that the nerve supply, the blood supply, the nerves that contains the blood, the nerve supply was damaged. So then that means my hair won't grow back. Now, some of us, we have issues that we can change. Some of us, we have been doing a lot of weaves and a lot of braids. So it has pulled our hair around the outer perimeter. This is where we have a product that's going to help strengthen and grow that hair back around the outer perimeter. Some of you begin to have thinness in the center of your head. We need to know, is it hereditary? Do people in your family, are their hair going bald in the center of their head? Then I ask the question, Alonzo, what are you doing? A lot of us see that we have certain scalp issues, hair loss, breakage. But the question is, what are we doing to try to alleviate those things from happening? Most of the times we're not doing anything because we don't know. We've never been to beauty school. We have no clue on what we need to do. This is why you need to pick up the phone and call 240-528-1020. 240-528-1020. You need to let the professionals do what they do, not just women. I have a good friend of mine. Of course, we're getting older. He do not want to lose the length in his hair. He want his hair to grow, but his split ends are at least an inch and a half. What do? We can help you too, sir. I told him, I know what to do. We can pick your hair out, and if we have a guard large enough, we can put the largest guard on there and just clip off the very ends. If not, we have to use shears. But in order for your hair to grow, we have to give it a trim, and then we have to give it some conditioning treatments. Someone said to me, what is the HydroSteam about? We supposed to have Kiara to call in, but since she didn't, honey, I can do it for her. The HydroSteam treatment, first of all, everyone know that it's time that we winterize our hair. It is time that the weather is going to get cold. What does that mean? Our hair's going to become brittle. The temperature is going to make it very dry. What are we supposed to do? We need to at least one time a month. This is what I'm telling the listeners. One time a month, you're going to get your carbon tea tree shampoo and conditioner. The other time of the month, you're going to get your steam mask. What would the steam mask do, Trendy? Trendy was there in New York City when we had the training. She's sitting over here looking like, I don't understand what's going on, Callie, because she's a hairstylist. Why is she looking like I'm boring her?
I'm a retired.
She's looking like she's falling asleep here on the morning show.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm just looking.
Okay, well, let you take over this,
no,
sweetie.
You do not.
No, because
we are going to talk about.
You are my co-host, and you was in the wait a minute.
We're going to talk about C. Allen
at the HydroSteam
and his
right along with me.
With the students.
She's ignorant. I'm trying to figure out what relationships with the students. I don't know what she's talking about, but she's out of order. Anyway, so listen. The HydroSteam treatments, everyone, it is the treatment where we will give you a sulfate-free shampoo. Then we will come back with the steam mask. The steam mask we will put on your head, and we'll put cotton around, and we'll put you under the dryer. That will allow
the steamer.
The steamer.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful treatment. Because the steam actually goes, you can feel the heat.
So now she woke up. Okay.
You can feel
she
the
woke
heat
up now.
going into the cuticle, and you could just feel it, and you just sit there with this warm heat, and it's infusing the moisture into, that dry hair and scalp and cuticle. It's wonderful. Go on, C. Allen.
All right, everyone.
Look at Lonzo.
Listen. We're gonna get Dave after the commercial because I know Linda loves her some Dave.
That's my friend Dave.
Yeah, but we're gonna get Dave after the commercial because I don't want to hang up on him and Dave think that it was me. It was because we had to go to commercial. So listen, everyone. 240-528-1020. The first 5 people, I'm going to check with the receptionist and see do we get the 5 people yet. The first 5 people, and I hope he's taking notes, is going to get a free Devon's Nature exfoliant soap and the exfoliant soap and the lotion that goes with it. I made that on purpose. I made it because I have dry scalp. I made it because I have dry skin. Mm-hmm. I made it because I have eczema. So it's important for me to find something that is going to take off that layer of dead skin, but then also hydrate me with the lotion. Mm-hmm. The first 5 people, 240-528-1020. Even if you do not want consultation, but you want to purchase it for $10, you can do that as well. When we come back, we got Dave on the line, Linda's friend. We got to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. This is 1450 AM, where information is power.
It's a beautiful day. Yeah.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Good morning, I'm Doug Parrish. Here's the latest News1.com, brought to you in part by EarthCam. Document your construction or renovation. Contact EarthCam today. A nurse in Texas has contracted the Ebola virus. Health officials say the virus was transmitted while Thomas Duncan was being cared for. Duncan died last week. A reporter, Taylor Millard, is in Dallas.
She somehow got it through a breach in protocol and an innocent mistake. However, neither the CDC or Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital Dallas officials are saying how it happened.
Well, the Centers for Disease Control is expected to hold a press conference today to talk about the case, which marks the first transmission of Ebola inside the United States. Well, it's Columbus Day, and many of you have the day off from work today. Well, that being said, Washington is far from shut down for this holiday. Be advised, too, Metro is running on her day schedule today, so not as many trains are running. A video uploaded to YouTube this week shows a D.C. police officer in what appears to be a case of racial profiling. Mike Fortier has the story.
More than 200,000 people have seen a video uploaded just 4 days ago of a black D.C. police officer detaining a 64-year-old black man for being suspicious. The officer responding to a burglary call in Northwest October 1st. In the video, lawyer Jody Westby, who's white, sees what's happening and confronts the officer. It also turns out the man being detained is a handyman working in the neighborhood for about 30 years. Westby scolds the officers for profiling.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he's here to rob a house.
Westby and the man Dennis Stuckey walk away and officers leave the scene. I'm Mike Fortier.
The news brought to you in part by Washington Regional Transplant Community. Organ donors are lifesavers. Learn more at beadonor.org. I'm Doug Parrish. When you're looking for news for Black America, go to newsone.com.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
You'll always be the beautiful I sing about. There ain't no limitation.
All right, everyone. We're back here live. You know what, listeners?
A woman's soap. Don't forget that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did. No, you still thought that was for men. Okay. Yeah, what Trendy was saying during the break is that she want me to make a more feminine scent to the soap. Mm-hmm. You know, for the Devon's Nature, I did make this soap with a man in mind because I made it for myself. So I did use sandalwood, cedarwood, all of that, and those are really masculine scents. But the women bought it up at the For Sisters Only event. I mean, we left out of there with not one bar of soap, because they knew the importance of exfoliation, and because I made it from scratch. And so they knew the ingredients that was in the soap. So we thought that would really help. Now, but one of the things that I did tell women, because their skin is so much sensitive than guys, was that to be very careful, because those are real basil leaves. Those are organic basil leaves, kosher certified basil leaves that we have in there. So at some point, and with the blueberry seeds, you know, it can be a little rough, because that's what exfoliation is supposed to be. So we told them to be very careful. I never thought about making exfoliation soap that was and let him clean the guest bedroom and unpack all those boxes. So I was going to Hebrew slave him today.
And he probably felt that in his spirit.
He felt that in his spirit, and that's why he decided to take the calls from his house. All right, let's go to Dave. Let's go to Dave. Dave, good morning. Welcome to the Sea Island Morning Show.
Yes. Good morning, Sea Island and Trendy Lindy.
Good morning, Dave.
How y'all doing this morning?
Dave, you know I got a problem with you, so go ahead. I'm going to pretend like you're not online. Go ahead and talk to Trendy, Dave.
All right, well, first I'm going to let y'all know a little secret. Man, you know, I have got to turn this cab loose. But my mama told me that she wanted me to hurry up and come get that Sea Island signature, because she wanted to see me at the convention center on that platform one day, walking home. Well, not walking home, but driving home in one of the Rolls Royces, like not Barry Fletcher, but was that Barry Fletcher?
Yeah, it was Barry Fletcher.
Back in the day, ran home with that Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my mama told me. My mama told me she just got to see me do that, but she's got out of here because she ain't gonna be around too much longer. She's about 75.
Okay.
So I got to try to make that happen for her.
Okay. You got a task on your hands. You can do it though, Dave.
So, Dave, I'm trying to understand. I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm trying to understand how in the world you're going to drop off beautiful Glenda and you don't even peep your head in the door to say, hey, Sea Allen, this is Dave. I got a problem with that.
Well, believe it or not, Mr. Allen, you met me one time. I came to one of your past shows at a convention center, and you was running around, you know, doing what you do, trying to help everybody out. And when I stopped you, and I had my little short mink coat on to come down to the belt.
Oh, there he goes showing off.
Straight up. and my cashmere hat. And I said, "How you doing, Mr. Al?" "Yeah, my name David, and I definitely hope I get a chance to work for you one day, because you gonna be doing some big things." And you said, "Oh, I appreciate that." And then you ran back in the back room where everybody was getting ready and doing their hair and all that.
All right, Dave, let me ask you a question.
And if you don't find me there, you can always punch me up on YouTube, do a couple minutes of stand-up comedy, Big Time Dave, and big letters straight across. I should pop right up for you.
Okay, very good. So let me ask you this question, Dave. Did I have on glasses when you came up to me?
At the hair show?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, I think you was looking like Urkel a little bit to me. But you still my main man, though.
He had the herbal look going on.
Dave, don't make me go there, Dave. Don't make me go.
Yeah, that's how you be going, so I got to go that way, too.
Dave, don't start no stuff today. You know what's going to happen next, Dave. So don't even do it. Dave, the next time, then, are you bringing Glenda on Friday? Are you gonna peep your head in the door, Dave, this time, sir?
Oh, without a doubt. One of the main reasons why I didn't come, because when you was talking about how it ran off with all them advertisements,
that's right,
and I didn't think about y'all, I meant to bring you a piece, and I was rushing trying to get her there on time and forgot. So I'll make sure I bring something, a little piece of memorabilia that came from out of that.
No, thank you, Dave. No, thank you. All right, Dave. All right, Dave. It's always a pleasure. You know what? Let me say this before we hang up on you, Dave. I just want to say that I appreciate the fact that you listen to me Monday after Monday, Monday in, Monday out, that you could have been doing anything else. You could have turned to another station. You could have not even had the radio on. But I appreciate not only do you listen, but you call and engage. A lot of people come up to me when they come in and get their hair done or what have you, and they say things like, sometimes I want to call in so bad, or sometimes I want to call in but I'm too shy, and all of that, as if people can see you. But some people get very nervous when it comes to being on the radio. And I just want to thank you for just brightening our day, just calling in, motivating us, encouraging us, sharing your time with the topics and all that kind of stuff. And we just appreciate our listeners, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, Dave. And thank you.
Dave. I appreciate it. But look, let me just say this. You might not believe it, but in my book, in the hair business, you just like, you bigger than Al Sharpton. If you ain't in Paris, then you must be at one of your schools trying to turn something out. You're always busy. You're always busy. All the time. I don't even know how you do it.
And I tell you one thing, Dave, that Glenda is a sweetheart. Did you hear what I said?
She's listening. I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Yeah, that Glenda is a sweetheart. And I'm not taking away from Antoinette Joyce and all those great people that I had this week, but that Glenda, it was something about Miss Glenda on Thursday. I loved all the people who came in, but Glenda on Thursday, it was just something about our conversation, and she just really touched me, and it just made me just know to just take life. You know, don't take life for granted, because, you know, I am so busy. And Glenda said to me, and I know she was saying that she could have been joking or playing or whatever, but she said it 3 or 4 times, and that stuck with me. You live every day like it's Christmas and every night like it's New Year's Eve. And when you think about that, because basically what she's saying is that tomorrow isn't promised. So live your best life now. And that really touched me. Even though it was something simple, it just really touched me. And I wouldn't have had that opportunity if it wasn't for Dave bringing Glenda. So thank you again, Dave. I won't hang up on you. I'll bid you awesome farewell.
Hey, I appreciate that.
You have a good day, Dave.
Have a good day.
Okay. All right.
So listen, everyone, we only have about 19 minutes left, but I just want to close out this by telling all of you that I think it's important. And Glenda hit it on the head, Trendy. Trendy's about to talk about in a second. It's important that we live our best life now. It's important that we engage with people. It's important that one of the things I put on Facebook yesterday, Kelly, was I said my 21-day ended on Saturday. After I left Oprah's Live the Life You Want, the very next day I started a 21-day journey, a spiritual detox to get spiritual body, mind, detox to get rid of anything that wasn't right. God showed me, I learned how to meditate even more, and God showed me who to eliminate, what was toxic. What was the things that I needed to do? And also, it wasn't about everybody else, Kelly. It wasn't God trying to talk to me about other people. It was him talking to me about myself, making me a better person, because I would say hashtag I want to be better, and I want to be better, and I want to live my best life now. So when Glenda said that to me, that was his confirmation. She came in on Friday, and my 21 day was over, and she said, live every day like it's Christmas. Everybody know I love Christmas. And live the night like it's New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve, every New Year's Eve, I'm always in anticipation. I'm always in a prayerful mode to be asking God, what are you going to do for 2015? What are you going to do for 2014? What are you going to do for 2013? And then I'm amped up, and then I'm ready to go to church, ready to get the good word, all of that on New Year's Eve. And when she said to live like it's New Year's Eve, that's it to me. Live like it's Christmas, meaning that, be grateful for all the things that people have done for you and all the things that you've done for other people. And then live like New Year's Eve, to get ready for the anticipation of what God is going to do for you for the next year. So I just really got into that. So Trendy going to talk about that. She's going to talk about living your best life when we come back after break here on the C. Allen Morning Show. For those of you who still want to come in for consultation and get that free Devin's Nature exfoliant soap and lotion, you need to call now 240-528-1020. That's 240-528-1020. It's about living your best life now. Some of you need to get in the door because you need to meet other positive people at the social. You need to be able to put your t-shirt on. You're a part of a new group now. It's the Sea Island Nation. We're going to talk about healthy hair. We're going to play games. We're going to have a good time. But the most important thing is we're going to help that breakage stop. We're going to help you get on a regimen. 240-528-1020. This is the C. Allen Morning Show. We'll be back with Trendy Lindy talking about how to live your best life now. We'll be back after these messages.
Your amazing grace, your amazing grace.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Good morning, it's WL Traffic Update is brought to you by CompareNow.com. Road work on the inner loop in the rain now. Inner loop southbound after the BW Parkway before Route 450 in the right lane. Southbound Route 5 Branch Avenue after St. Barnabas Road. The construction was at Old Branch Avenue, and that's going to slow you down briefly to get through that one. On Naylor Road at Branch Avenue, construction southbound. Everyone needs car insurance, so get yours on CompareNow.com. Put in your information. Multiple quotes come up. Get real, unbiased car insurance comparisons today on CompareNow.com. Now your WOL weather forecast brought to you by Food Lion. Cloudy with showers today. Highs in the low 70s for tonight. Mostly cloudy down to about 60 for a low for tomorrow. It's going to be gradually increasingly sunny day and a high near 79. Visit your local Food Lion for MVP specials like a tote bag of Macintosh or Gala apples, just 99 cents a pound at Food Lion. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
Y'all should see C. Allen in the studio. He done went from the snake to the walk, and then he gets stuck at some, I don't know what that dance is. He done got stuck. Wake it up. Oh, the Running Man. Yeah, he's working that song right there. But this is the C. Allen Morning Show with the C. Allen and Trendy Lindy. We also have the awesome Kelly Skinner in the studio this morning. She's been doing our tweets and our Facebooks and just keeping in touch with our listeners through social media, and we're happy to have her in the studio. This has been such a great show. We thoroughly enjoyed talking about the 90-day hair challenge. Now, some of you know that you need to be a part of it. You know, you're tired of your hair the way it is, and why not? I'm telling you, C. Allen have made the kit, the take-home kit, very affordable. I think he should increase the price, to be honest. But C. Allen is so excited about being able to bring this phenomenon to the community that he just want to make it available to anybody who wants to be a part of it. So we're excited about that. So if you are interested, you still have time. Call Caesar right now at 240-528-1020. He's waiting for your call. I'm not sure if he received the 5 individuals who will get an opportunity to try out C. Allen's newest product, Devon's Nature. Now, isn't that a nice name? I'm going to tell y'all, I was a little bit jealous. I'm like, okay, C. Allen likes to give his products all of these names, and a lot of times it's the family members' names. I'm like, okay, well, I'm family. When it's trendy, going to have a product named after her. But anyway, that's just my way with C. Allen. I'm spoiled. He hasn't said, he ain't even look up, but I'm very spoiled. You know, he takes excellent care of me, so I try it every moment that I can try.
What I don't understand, Alonzo, is I take her to the movies, I take her out to eat. I pick up the tab wherever we go.
Sometimes he tries to show
last year
me.
For her birthday, I even took her on a shopping spree,
Yes,
and now
you
she
did.
wants a soap named after her.
But listen,
I need you to have several Verizon Center seats, ma'am.
But
Have
wait a
seat.
minute, but you outdid it this birthday. I didn't tell it on the air because there are so many people that listen, and I don't want those individuals to get jealous and come to you and try to get the same things that I got this past birthday. But let me tell you, he outdid it this time than last year, than that shopping spree. I mean, he came in with flowers. I got the works. But anyway, we're going to go on past that. Just wanted to let you know, this is a great opportunity, this 90-day hair challenge. Try it out. It's really inexpensive. You get a chance to let C. Allen put his hands in your hair, talk to you about your hair. And not only will he talk to you about your hair, some of you need, you want to talk to him about your life. We want to talk to you about your goals, your personal life, things that he has so much wisdom and experience in that he will be happy. Now, C. Allen like to talk. That's why we got this talk show, to tell you the truth. He loves to talk.
And so do you.
So if you just want to be in the presence of an entrepreneur, he's a beauty guru. He calls himself C. Allen Bennett, the Beauty King. Well, we call him that as well. But if you want to have an opportunity to be in his presence, to glean from some of his experience, just get your hair analyzed. It's a perfect opportunity to build a relationship with such a great person, and you won't be sorry that you did that. So we've been talking about hair growth all throughout the show today. And we want to talk about, I want to just touch a little bit about something that we tend to do that causes our hair to break. For me, the reason I got involved with the weaves to the extent that I have is because I'm the type of person, when I get my hair done, I wanted it to look the same way every time. Now, some of you are the same way. You wish you could take your hairstylist with you and that she would be with you when you wake up in the morning, so she can fix your hair because you want it to look salon ready all the time. Well, that's not really realistic. You have to train your hair so that it can have that natural shine and that look that you have when you leave the salon. But let me tell you what I used to do. I used to take that flat iron and I would use that flat iron at least once a day. Now, I'm telling you, sometimes I would do it twice a day. That's how pressed I was to have this straight, shiny, silky look. Ladies, that will damage your hair in the worst way. I'm telling you, you will be bald before you know it. That is not the correct thing to do. But if that's the type of look that you want as well, come into the C. Allen Signature Salon. Try this 90-day hair challenge. What they'll do is train your hair. You get your hair done every 2 weeks. And what will be happening is your hair will start to relax and get used to being treated professionally. It will make a world of difference with your hair. So for those of you who are using those hot iron products on your hair on a daily basis, stop right now. Call Caesar at 240. What's the rest, Kelly?
528-1020.
528-1020, and book your appointment so that you can come in and start training your hair. See, another problem is when you get those braids and you get those weaves in your hair is braided up. So your hair is in this state of being tight and braided for weeks at a time. So when you come out of that braid and you come out of that weave, your hair still wants to be tight. It doesn't want to lay flat and straight like you want it, because it's been used to being so tight in that braid for weeks and months at a time. So it's going to take your stylist some time to train the hair to relax and to flow and to hang long, because it hasn't been hanging long. So that's the very problem I have. My hair has been braided up for years. And if I want to see that flowy look with my natural hair, it's going to take some time to get it there. So you got to be willing to take the time to invest some time with your stylist and to go through the process to get your hair, your natural hair, to the place you may want it. Your hair can be like that flowing weave, but it's going to take some time to train it to get it to that point. So I just wanted to help a few of you ladies out. If you're anything like me, put that curling iron down. And then the second thing I want to remind you about, ladies, guys, stress will kill not only your hair, it will kill you. We have to learn to take time and stop making everything such a big deal. We got to find a place where we stop stressing all the time about everything. A lot of us are stressed. Most of the stress, especially in our senior community, most of the stress is coming from your children and your children's children. You're worried about, is little Johnny going to make it? How can I help my daughter get off of this drug? And how can I stop baby Boom Boom, or whatever his name is, from going to jail? And our family make all of these choices, and then we carry the burden on our back. We start getting stressed. Then our hair start falling out, because stress really will literally take us out of here. So we have to learn to do something with that stress, y'all. We got to do something about that.
Trendy, I think that's really awesome. And one of the things I do when I do consultation is I go into that. Mm-hmm. And that's funny that you said about coming down to sit and talk with me, because sometimes people just need encouragement.
Yeah.
And I had one lady, it wasn't for the 90-day challenge. It was I was on the air and I talked about free consultation, come in and see me. She sat in the chair and I asked her hair was in, not so good condition. And I said, well, what's wrong? Why would you let your hair get to the point where it will be matted like this? That's the only question I asked Trendy Kelly. Mm-hmm. Yes. And she instantly started crying. So I had to put the screen up so we can have privacy. Mm-hmm. And by the time she finished telling me about all the stress that she was going through, we instantly had to go into prayer. Mm-hmm. I had to pray for her. And what we did was we gave her a makeover on the house. We just wanted to make her feel beautiful. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, A.C. Williams did a fabulous job on her, and we did head to toe from lashes to makeup and all that to show her that, yes, she's still beautiful. So no matter what you're going through, for those who listen to me now, and you're stressed out and you having issues and financial issues and all kind of issues going on and you don't know what to do, it is so important that you take time for yourself. Yes. It's important that even if you come on a 40 Friday, take two $20 bills and put it aside and just beautify yourself. Mm-hmm. You never know, that may be your day that we want to apply lashes on you, that we want to do makeup on you, that we want to be able to give you a pampering experience just for $40. You don't know. Mm-hmm. It is important for you to take time out for yourself. Yeah. Stress will kill.
It does.
Stress will kill. Mm-hmm. Stress will kill. Mm-hmm. So it's important for you to pull yourselves together. So in these last 2 minutes, we just wanted to remind you that this coming weekend, Sunday and Monday, is our lash out class. If you want to learn how to apply lashes, you need to call Trendy or our barber boot camp. class. We're looking for some straight hair models. So if you got a white friend, male friend, or if you have an African American friend who has straight hair, we're doing something nice for the models this coming Monday for the Barber Boot Camp. Call us at 202-526-1400 extension 18. Now, before we go, for those of you who are interested in the 90-day challenge or just to get some of the Devon's nature, you can call Caesar now at 240-528-1020. 240-528-1020. I look forward to seeing all of the clients this week. All of the listeners, I want you to continue to listen. We appreciate you. And if you're a new listener because you're off work today, go ahead and take your headset from 10 to 12. Sneak that headset in your ear. Go to www.calanmorningshow.com. Click listen live so you can still listen to us on the radio while you're at work on the computer. All right, everybody, it's time to go. So what do we do, Trending?
Well, remember, pamper yourself is your duty. Why?
Because you are worth it. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a great week.
I'm about to get my worship on. Take me